This is Diane Heisick. I will be demonstrating how to use the PowerPivot add-on from Excel 2013 Pro Plus, found in Chapter 10 between pages 228 and 234. It's a picture from the Chicago Botanical Gardens from last summer. So to do this, demonstration, I've already added the PowerPivot ribbon. I'm going to go here to Manage. I'm going to go to Get External Data from Other Sources. I'm going to go down here to the text file. That's where all my data is. I've already verified that I do have heading in the headers in the first row and no blank columns or blank rows. I'm going to hit Next. I'm going to change the name of this table to something a little more, or the connection to something a little bit different. I've already verified also that my data is separated by commas. So I'm going to go ahead and click Browse. Select my file, open, and now it's pulling in like a preliminary preview of your data. You can now uncheck data or columns that you don't need. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of units. I don't need that one. And I'm going to go ahead and click Finish. At this point, it is now currently importing all of the data into PowerPivot. So it just takes a little bit. I have quite a bit of data in this file here. So you can see that it's showing it was successful, and it gives a number of rows that was downloaded. So I have almost 2 million. I don't have anything that was canceled, and I don't have any errors. So everything was a complete success. I'm going to go ahead and click Close. And now you can see that my data has now been pulled into PowerPivot. At this point, I can do anything I want with it, just like I would in Excel almost. So I'm going to start off by formatting some of these columns. I'm going to change the date to just the day, the month, and the year. Don't need the time. I'm going to change revenue to currency, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my decimals. I'm going to now I want to pull in another table so that we have a little bit more information on my stores. I'm going to minimize the PowerPivot window. Go back to my Excel. I'm going to have and go to this. It's already been turned into a table. As you can see, it's already been given a name. So now all I have to do is go to the PowerPivot tab, click Add to Data Model. And now that was just simple as that. I now have that piece of data has now been added to the PowerPivot. So now I need to go to the diagram view. And at this point, you can see I have my two spreadsheets that I have to connect the two. Pretty simple to make a relationship between the two. I just simply click on the one field that I want to use to connect to the other one, and I also have stored the other data. So those two were the common fields between the two, and that will therefore make my relationship between the two tables. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and change the view back to the data view. And at this point, I'm now going to go back to the big data. I'm going to add a calculated field, so I'm going to go ahead and click in this first column here. And I'm going to, so to add a calculation, I'm going to hit the Function X button over here. Scroll all the way down to year and select year. Go ahead and click OK. And then I'm going to just hit the first cell here. Okay, and now I'm just going to go ahead and simply put the parentheses in it, hit Enter, and give it a moment, and now it has put in the years of all of those dates. So I'm going to go ahead and right click. I'm going to, so I need to go ahead and rename the column. I'm going to change this to year, click Enter. And now I'm going to see if I can quickly get a pivot table done. So I'm going to hit Pivot Table. It now takes me back to Excel. And now I'm in the regular pivot table area. So I'm going to go ahead and click Revenue in my one column. And over here, I'm going to go ahead and click Region for my other. And now I have a pivot table that used data from both tables. And that's pretty much it.